Hey, my person, how y'all doing? I'm gonna take my dog out, baby. I'm hungry. That's my food get ready. I'm hungry. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. I am not holding you. I got it on the pot. My dog smells the food. There we go. Hold on. Y'all, hey, two people. How y'all doing? What y'all doing?
Hello, answer.
Hey, y'all. What y'all doing? I'm gonna put y'all right here. But what y'all doing? Um, I'm making me some wings and some french fries. But french fries is done. But I just gotta see the french fries is done. I just gotta wait for my wing. Because I'm hungry. I really just woke up from my nap. I ain't gonna hold you. I was not gonna get on live because I wasn't live earlier. But I was like, let me just see what y'all talking about. Because I gotta wake up. So I was like, what can keep me up? So I was like, let me get back on live. It can keep me up because I need to be up. I'm trying to bring my energy back because I did take a nap. So I'm trying to bring my energy all the way up. But y'all can give me a topic. I have no problem with that. Give me a topic. Make sure y'all subscribe and like to my live, and make sure you go check out my videos and my other channel. Go check my other videos out. Okay, and y'all can go check out the poll. Y'all can check out the poll. Hey, two people. Okay. I'm in the kitchen. The whole new scenery. Because I'm in the kitchen. I'm always in my room. So I know you're probably tired of in my room. But yeah, I'm hungry. I need to eat. I didn't even have my drinking drink. I don't know if y'all drink this. Do y'all drink this? Do y'all drink this? Usually the green one tastes so good, y'all. The green one tastes so freaking good. But this is the drink, though. But this is the rose one. But the green one is good. But I want my wing. I can drink my stuff. But that drink is very good. I'm waiting for my wings to get done. Because I wouldn't mind showing y'all my wings. But yeah. I'm fixing me something to eat. Because a girl like me is hungry. Hungry. So a girl like me gotta eat me something to eat. Okay? So I'll show y'all my french fries. I'm just waiting for my chicken. That's basically what I'm waiting for. I ain't gonna hold you. My stomach is growling because it's hungry. I ain't gonna hold. I'm like half up. In the middle, I got a little bit empty. The other side is like gone. It's like half gone, half there. But that nap, I actually needed that nap. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I needed that nap. I actually did. Like, I wasn't keep my live on when I went to sleep. I was like, no. Y'all don't need to see me sleeping. Ooh. But make sure y'all check out the poll. You have any questions? So I'm about to check on my week. Attention. So the top here. I forgot the name of my song. There's like two people watching me. show my camera. Look at my wings. See my wings. Oh, Reggie. See, and got my fun face. Got my fun face. I'm waiting for it calms down. That I can eat and enjoy myself. There's two of us. Oh, shut up, Milo. You fine, boo boo. Need some other food. Hey, y'all. So much. You alright, Bobo? Hey y'all. I just finished eating french fries. I got some chicken. Eating some chicken. Hold on, let me give my dog some chicken before he start whining. Alright, I'm back. Look. Hey y'all. This is what I'm drinking. Angry Rose or Oyster. What y'all doing? There's two people. All right, boo boo. My dog is greedy.
You're welcome.
Ugh. Any questions at all?
Ryan, when you about close that window down because of clothes. You gave him some food.
Chicken. That's what he was smelling was chicken.
I know that's why he was crying. Don't put your stuff your clothes on. You didn't want to eat french fries?
I think you was eating for charisma. Fine.
No,
Take all
Charisma. You don't want them now, right? Charisma already ate. Everybody over ate. You the last one.
Oh, I think you're using it for her. That's why I took the
Charisma
charisma.
already ate. Right, pull that thing out the wall. Charisma eat or not eat. What you gonna do? Put these chicken in here? Or you eating these too? Refrigerator for you. Go to bed.
I'm hungry. 'Cause I took a nap, so I'm not gonna be tired.
I know you're not. Watch the stuff out there. If I fall asleep, just wake me up about 11:30 so I can put this girl to bed. When you get a chance, pull that socket off. Please. I don't know why I couldn't do that one. Oh, I meant to tell you, I had that sauce.
I'm not. I should put cheese.
About the sticky sauce.
Oh.
It's in here.
Oh.
She already packed her bag for her milk and juice. I gotta do is pour her cookies in there.
Mm. About to wash some dishes. Oh, it's still a bit chilly in here. It's gonna be kind of cold. I gotta fix this bed. I'm trying to see how to do this. This might be a hot one, but There we go. Let me look, 'cause I don't want that, but ooh. I have not used this light plate in so long. There we go. Right back. Okay, I'm back, y'all. So, not used light bright in so long, so yeah, but I got the ring light, but I ain't used it so long. Usually I use my other brightness. I'm trying not to kick it. Okay, probably like 9:30. I'll probably take my dog out. Where the fuck is all my tablet? Y'all eat these? But hey, y'all, what y'all doing? I'm about to put the AC on because it's hot. I'm not gonna put it, it's hot. Maybe because I'm drinking my wine liquor, cause why it's hot, cause I'm drinking that. So my body is like whoosh. Say whoosh. Okay. Make sure y'all like my live. I'm gonna put this AC on, but I know that much. This is freaking hot. If I can find what I did that habit. It's somewhere, y'all. Somewhere. I'm just about to do my thing. I'm gonna check. Hopefully you gotta check. Also something about hey, how are you? Hey, I'm good. You? I'm drinking my wine, my angry overstrow on Rose. Drinking some wine. There's like 1% liquor in here. But yeah. I don't finish, but actually you have to probably have to probably gotta probably look at the live. But I literally show me eating wings and French fries. You kind of missed that part. But so if I said when I get off, probably will see me showing the wings and the French fries when you go back. But yeah, I literally showed me eating French fries and chicken, and then I literally showed the wine I actually drunk. But it got some liquor in it too. Alright, just got finished cooking. Oh, wings and french fries always sound to do. What type of wine? It's a I have to go get it. It's like Oversture wine. The Oversture wine. Actually, I could put it up on my computer. Once it comes up. This is it right here. You see it? The Angry Oversture Rose. This wine right here. Okay. Oh, yeah, oh, I've seen that before. Yeah, that's the wine I'm drinking. So I had to put my AC on because it's hot. I don't know if that's because the wine or it's just because hot here. Because it's been like 2 days. It's been hot in my room. So I don't know that the AC on or it's just the wine. But yeah. But yeah, I took me a nap next to my teddy. Took me a nap right next to my teddy. I love sleeping with my teddy. So like, I love sleeping with this teddy. I actually got two teddies. I got this one and my other one over there, but I mostly sleep with this, but leave my other one over there. Or sometimes I sleep with both. So, but I like sleeping with my two. Okay. I was about to say it might be the wine getting you heated. It probably is the wine that's getting me heated because it's hot. But oh, he's so cute. Thank you. But yeah, I sleep with my two teddies. If it's not two, it's one. It depends. It depends what type of day I'm having. If I'm having a bad day, I usually sleep with two. It was a good day, I sleep with one. So it depends on the day I sleep, you know. But yeah, I usually sleep with my teddies. But yeah. Even when I love that. Yes, I always sleep with my teddies. Even when I was younger, even when I was younger, I just sleep with my aunt. Bought me his, my aunt used to buy me this baby doll alive, and I kind of burnt it because I left it on the stove. But I had to use the bathroom. I didn't know I had the stove on. I didn't know I had the stove on. I thought it was off. Okay, I really thought it was off because I was really cooking something, but I left it on the stove. I didn't know it was. Oh no, yes, I didn't know I left it on the stove, and I didn't know the stove was on. I really thought I cut it off. So I went to the bathroom because I had to use the bathroom. When I'm using the bathroom, my sister was like, Mariah, your they my sister was like, Grace, your doll, her hair is burnt. I said, oh no, turn the stove off. I thought he said, why you didn't turn the I'm like, I thought I turned it off. And the doll hair got burnt. So yeah, I couldn't do much with it because some of it was like basically some of her hair was burnt, and then some of it she still had her hair. So I was like, I might as well just throw you away. So I had to throw the doll away because I didn't know. It wasn't my fault because I really thought I turned the stove off. But I had to use the bathroom so bad I could not hold it no more. So yeah. So not like Siva from the Vex. Not Siva. That's like I didn't know. Like I really did not know. But yeah. Basically that. But yeah, but I didn't know. But yeah, every time when like my guy friends, or back then, like my guy friends or like my boyfriends I had, I would tell them buy me a teddy bear because I would literally sleep with it. Like I would really tell them, like for me, like if I get like my guy friends or my boyfriend, like because they all know I like Valentine's Day, or even when it's not Valentine's Day, I like teddy bears. I do. But what I usually tell them, this is what I usually tell them. I usually tell them, when y'all buy the teddy bears, spray your perfume on the teddy bear for I can know what y'all smell like. That was always my thing. They would have to spray their perfume on the teddy bear, not too much, but a little bit, so I can just know. Oh, I used to do the same thing. Exactly. Like I would tell them to give me a teddy bear, but spray their perfume if I can go to sleep. That was always my thing. Yeah, and like lingerie. Well, yeah, laundry. It was sometimes let it be lingerie. Sometimes actually, I wasn't doing laundry. It took me a minute to do laundry. It took me like a little bit of a minute. But I would always tell them like a teddy bear or some roses. Like I would tell them roses. Cause I would tell them roses so I could put them inside my bathtub and just relax and just have the roses be on me and I'll just feel it. Yo, I love the roses. I really do. But yeah. But it was either teddy bear or the roses. I wasn't really into lingerie like that. I really bet that I wasn't really into lingerie. I would say in my 20s, not lingerie. Yes, I wasn't into lingerie. I wasn't into lingerie. The age, okay, the age I started getting into lingerie, it was like 24, 25. I started getting into lingerie. But throughout my teenagers to always to 23, it was always teddy bears and roses. But when I hit like 24, 25, that's when I started being more into lingerie. But back then, I wasn't really into lingerie like that. I really wasn't. It was more of teddy bears or rose. Like the rose to put in your bathtub and stuff like that. That was more my thing than lingerie. But yeah, I wasn't really into lingerie like that. I know some people who was into lingerie, but I wasn't into lingerie. But but I had friends that was into lingerie. Like every time when it was like in high school. Like I had this friend I was in high school with. This friend I was in high school, and every time I had to use the bathroom, I ran into her, and she would have on lingerie. She would have on lingerie. Like when I say in high school, she would have on lingerie, and I'd be good. Where you going? Oh, I'm going to see my husband. I'm going to see my man. And every boys in school look at her like, yo, why you got on lingerie? Like it's cold outside. Like you got on lingerie. It's cold. This girl did not care. Had on lingerie and went outside with that lingerie on. And I'm a girl. If you don't put some pants and some clothes on, like I know her till she was cold. Like, oh no, in the cold outside, yes. Like she went outside with some lingerie on, and I'm like, good, it's cold outside. That girl was hot sleep bucket. I was like, good. I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, she would literally every time when I was running up, we was going to the bathroom, she would have on lingerie. I wouldn't say nothing. I was like, girl, you go ahead and do you. But the girl was bugging. She had on lingerie. I was like, oh no. Oh no. And I was like, yeah, this is not for me. I mean, it's good to wear laundry in the house with your man, but not outside. Like, where is your decency at? Where's your decency? And back then, I tell like, where's your decency at? Like, where is your morals? Like, come on. Oh no, not like not do it like this and last. I don't think I never seen into laundry before me. The price for me, probably so, but um, I was like I said, I wasn't really into laundry. Like I said, the story I just told about my friend, she was more into laundry because it wasn't like she was just crazy. I felt like we would talk and stuff, but it was just like she was doing too much. I did care about her. Don't get me wrong, I did care about her, but it's just she said somebody going to see me. Yeah, it's like somebody going to see her in that lingerie. Like, when I mean she didn't care, she didn't care about guys talking about her, nothing. She was going out in that lingerie, okay? And I was like, girl, you brave. I ain't going outside in that. Like, and this is when I was skinny. I wasn't thick. How y'all see me in videos, I was really skinny. If I put up some pictures, like it's probably gonna be one day when I get on stream, y'all gonna see some pictures of me being skinny. Y'all be like, this is not true. I'm like, yes it is, because this is where I was skinny into now. So I'm gonna do that next time when I go on live. I'm gonna show you some pictures of me, and y'all gonna see how when I was skinny into now. But yes, I was very skinny. I look at her like, you doing too much. Yeah, cause not everybody needs to see that. I'm like, yeah, like not everybody needs to see you in lingerie. Like it's like now I could see if it was like spring or summer, cause that's when it start getting hot and stuff. Like I could see you going outside some lingerie in spring and summer, cause I have seen women who go outside in like spring and summer around there. But not when it's cold, girl. You gonna free your whole ass off. Come on, where's the decency? And then it's like, and then it's like your mother let you go outside like that. That's what actually kills me, because my mother would not let me go outside no laundry in this cold. She would, if you gonna put some pants on, where you think you going? So yeah, sometimes I miss being skinny, but I kind of like having weight on me now. Sometimes, um, yeah, it is. So don't get me wrong, I do miss being skinny because I was skinny and I thought I was the crap. Y'all mean, I know what I thought I was the shh. Okay, y'all know what the shh is, okay? But yeah, I thought I was the cuteness because when I was skinny, everybody wanted me. I mean, the guys who wanted me. The Some females were judged because the guys wanted me, and some of them was my friends. So it was like, listen, they want her. Like, what you want me to do? So yeah, it was a couple of guys that wanted me, but I was like, no, I'm not interested. I wasn't interested because they was trying to get in my panties. I was like, nah, you're not getting in my panties. I'm so sorry. That's all what they wanted was my panties. I was like, no, you're not getting into those. So yeah, I was like, you're not getting into that. And it's like none of my friends knew I lost my virginity. Like I literally told them I lost it at 18, but I actually did lose it when I was like 15 or 16. I did lose it around there. I did lose my virginity when I was like 15 or 16. But I literally told them I lost it at 18. So it was like, yeah. So I did tell them that. Okay. But it was just that. But yeah. But that was, if y'all haven't heard the story about that, that was a whole story time when I lost it. But yeah. Yeah, you really can't tell people the truth about the it's me stuff because they might judge you. So that's the reason why I didn't tell my friends about me losing it, because they would have said something. And back then, like my friend knew me from 5th grade to all the way to 12th grade. So me and her was friends from 5th grade to all the way to 12th grade. But then we fell off because she started doing some spiteful stuff. So I was like, yeah, I gotta cut you off. And I really cut her off. But then she actually added me on Facebook and we was like talking and stuff. But then she had a baby. She had a daughter and a son. And the daughter looked just like her. The son don't really look like her that much. But yeah. And and y'all know what's crazy? All of my friends that I knew since 5th grade over to 12th grade, they always said I was gonna be pregnant first. But with me, I always knew they was, because they was fast and the butt. I wasn't fast in the butt because I wasn't thinking about babies and doing a whole bunch they was doing in high school. Like they was kissing boys, having hickeys, and like dancing. Don't get me wrong, I love dancing, like I love twerking, but I wasn't really doing that much because like I was trying to get my work done. I wasn't trying to be fast in the boutique, like that wasn't even me. And then they was talking about certain things I wasn't interested in. Like they was talking about fighting other females. They was talking about fighting and this and that. I wasn't interested in that, so I was not about to attend something that I'm not a fighter. It's like I will fight if I have to, but it's like, come on. So especially if it's like something small, I'm not gonna fight you if it's something small. If it's something stupid, it's like you have to think like, okay, like if this is serious or not serious. Like it was just too much going on in my high school. It was just too much drama. So I was like, yeah. And then that's when I went and found my group of who I wanted to hang out with, and I started hanging out with the nerds because I wasn't into fighting and doing all that. Like that was not my character. So I was like, yeah, this is not for me. Like I was telling my friends, listen, I have nothing against you that want to be inside the Papa group want to fight, but this is not my forte. And that's what I told them. And then that's when I started hanging out with my nerdy group. I was like, this is my group. And I should tell them, so y'all can love me or hate me, but this the group I'm gonna hang out with because I'm not into what y'all into at all. And which they understood me and they understood where I was coming from because I was not into that. Like I really wasn't. And some things it was stupid. Like you was actually fighting over something stupid. So it's like, and I feel like they didn't have the knowledge to think. You know when you out there, you're not thinking of the consequences. I mean, to this day, I always thought like, okay, this is stupid. I'm not fighting over this. But it's like when you gotta hang your business, you gotta hang your business. But it's like at the same time, no, they wasn't laughing. How it goes to like I wasn't. And you had to really think of certain things. But my friends that wasn't the thinking people, they was more, oh, we go ahead and do it. We gonna go ahead and fight. So that's how they was. It was sad. Yeah, I don't like fighting either. It might, yeah, me either. I don't like fighting either because that's just not my character. Now I could see if you like came up to me and you slapped me or hit my stomach, then yeah, I feel like yeah, we gonna have a problem. Now I gotta fight too. Now I can see if you put your hands on me, okay. But if you didn't put your hands on me, you just throwing a couple of shots like on social media, saying a bunch of words. I'm not fighting you because you stupid. You want a reaction out of me that you cannot get. So I feel like yeah, it was stupid. It was always fighting over something dumb. But yeah, like I felt like in high school they do fight over dumb stuff. Like and then some years later they look back on okay, we could actually talk about this. And I feel like certain things you can sit down and talk about instead of doing physical reaction. Cause the only thing you're gonna do, y'all gonna fight, right? This is how it works. Y'all gonna fight, and then y'all gonna have a meeting where y'all gotta talk about it, and then y'all gonna go back being friends. What's the point of fighting? Y'all might should have sat down in the first place and had that conversation and just talk about the issues right then and there instead of just going for actions. Because it don't lead you nowhere. Okay. And it's something you have to realize. Right? Like someone starts in first, then that's different. I'm like, yeah, like if somebody hits you or something like that, then, that's for you to like defend yourself. But they didn't hit you, so it's like, what's the point of you want to do all this extra stuff? Like I just be talking out because it be a waste of time to fight. I'm like, yeah, and then you be losing all your energy. Your whole energy you had is gone because you put all your energy into this fight, and then you getting tired. It be a waste of time. That's why I said with me, I don't fight. I rather just talk to you, tell my opinion, and then that's it. However you want to, how you want to be tired because you want to throw these elbows. I'm like, yeah, I want to be throwing elbows, and then you get tired of that. You do. It don't be the elbows. It be the kicking. Now it's like they don't fist fight. Now it's more like the elbows, the head, the feet, or the knees. Now they be having weapons on them. It could be a stick, a gun. Nowadays they don't fight no more. They stick guns and a whole bunch of weapons to throw at you. The kicking was so smart though. They said the kicking is smart though. I'm like, yeah, don't get me wrong. The kicking is smart because then you can actually kick them and stuff like that. But it depends how they will go down. So it'd be different if they become a weird child. That's the reason why I say I don't fight, because too many weapons they have out now. It's not with the hands no more. It's just with the actions. So yeah, I don't like that. They went from fighting with you and have two weapons. But yeah, like they be like fighting, the next man you see them with guns, sticks, knives, a whole bunch of weapons. Like, wait, what happened to throwing hands? Instead of using the weapons. Like, this is why I don't fight no more. Because I feel like you don't know what people is capable of. So this is why I don't fight. I tell people I don't fight no more. I don't. That's like retired. People just lazy. They is because they feel like no, that's not solving anything. That's just putting people in the grave. That's not doing that. So I feel like that's not really solving anything really. So right now they going to jail. Yeah, they gonna be in jail for like 2 or like 5 years, 10 years, maybe 25 years. Like, why would you want to spend your life in jail? Well, you have all this freedom, and then in jail, you don't really have freedom like that. I feel like the only thing you have freedom is they let them go outside, they let them be in their bed, and then they give you some nasty food, and then they got you in there, you don't got booty rape, you don't got you have booty rape, and it's like, and then you still fight in there for your life because they still trying to do some booty rape to you, so. And then you only got one phone call. Okay. When you out here in the real world, you have a phone, you could text, call whoever outside, chilling, and stuff like that. But at least the outside world, at least you don't gotta wait for that one phone call. You have a phone where you could actually call multiple people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I gotta sneeze and won't come out. It's so bad. But you better hope you call the right person with you for that one phone call. Yeah. You better hope it's your mom and dad. Because if you call your friend, oh, they're not coming to see you. They're not coming to see you. Especially, especially is when you was with your friend and you got caught and they didn't, and that friend did not come see you. That's not your friend. Because a friend will come and visit you in jail. Even if you was in the hospital on your damn deathbed, they gonna come see you. But some friends, they ain't come and see you. But you put your own self in that. Think you got friends. You don't got no friends. And that's the bad part. Sometimes the friends be saying you up as an accident. Bless you. Yeah, sometimes it do be like that. Your friends saying you up to, oh, let's go do this, let's go do that. And then they set you up being in jail. Then next minute, they out here having a good time outside while you still in there. So, no. Trust me, I can remember one time, it was me and my friend that was a girl. I ain't gonna say her real name. I'm gonna give her nickname. Tiny. I'm gonna call her Tiny because she was skinny. I'm gonna call her Tiny. Both of us were skinny, but I call her Tiny because she was more skinny than I was. But I would call her Tiny. So it was me, Tiny, and stuff like that. We was about to leave out to school because school got up like 3 o'clock. So none of my friends had money, right? And I remember I didn't have no money because I wanted something to drink. Okay, so I was like, I'm gonna wait till I get to my grandma's house. I'll go to my grandma's house and drink. So I wait for the bus. My friend was like, so Tanya was like, Mariah. I was like, what? Because this is when I had a big bag. Okay, the bag I had was like this, but it was more bigger than this. Okay, mind you, picture this big bag I'm carrying at school every day. Okay, picture these bags I'm carrying at school every day because I should love a big bag. These are the bags I should carry to school. Okay, so mind you, I should carry that. Not this bag, but it was more bigger than this. That bag is so cute, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. I got cleaned out because it's junky, but I got cleaned out. But these are the bags I used to carry to school. So, mind you, I just carry those bags to school. Because those are the bags my mom used to buy me. So, Tiny put me aside. I was like, right. I was like, she was like, Grace. I was like, because she's equipped with my real name, which my real name is Mariah, but I'd rather for y'all to call me Grace on here. But that's my real name, okay? Don't tell anybody that. I only tell y'all on here. But yeah, my friends call me my real name, which I told y'all my real name. But yeah. So she was like, Grace, I understand. Yeah, so just call me by that. So after that, that's when she was like, she put me to the side before the bus came. She put me to the side. I was like, what? She was like, she asked me, she said, do you want to steal a juice? I was like, I'm not stealing no juice. Right? I'm thinking she's telling me she got money paid for a juice, right? I was like, I'm not stealing no juice. She's like, come on. You got this big bag right here. Everything will fit. I'm not putting nothing in my bag. Not them trying to make you do a crime. Yes, my friend was trying to make me do a crime. Let me tell you this story. I'm telling this story, right? I'm gonna tell you this story. So my friend telling me to put the bag and the juice in the bag. I was like, I'm not doing it. Forget it. I'm not doing it, right? I'm telling her I'm not doing it, right? Right? He said, all right, forget it, right? So mind you, I told him I'm not doing it, right? So we was like, so I see the rest of my friends, they go in the stores acting like they talk to the man. And okay, I don't know what he's talking about. I check about it. But yeah, so I see the rest of my friends, they going, what the, okay. Sorry, y'all. My side boo keep writing me. I'm so sorry, but me finish. But yeah, so I see the rest of my friends in the stores and stuff like that. And they go in there acting like they talk to the men, but they put some stuff in their bag, some juices, some stuff in their bag, right? It might be, you know. So after that, not your side boo. Not your side boo. Yeah, it's my side boo. He's my side because he don't know what he want. Okay, that's gonna be another story time I gotta tell him. He don't know what he want. And if you do want that story, I tell it after this story while I call my side boo. If you want, I tell it after this story. But yeah. So everybody in there and stuff like that, and you know, and they got cameras, so they seeing everything. Okay, you can tell it after. Okay, so after that, that's when I was like, oh, okay. So it's this one store, right? I went to this one store because I really love this store. This is a store I actually love, okay? Because they actually had, because back then I used to drink coffee, okay? Back then I used to drink coffee because when I was like 4 years old, my grandma had me hooked on coffee. Now I don't drink coffee no more. I really don't. I don't drink coffee no more. I mostly drink tea, but I don't drink coffee like I used to. Because every time I drink coffee, I start crying because it's like not the same. Because me and my grandma used to drink coffee, so I don't drink coffee no more because it makes me think of my grandma, so I don't drink coffee. So yeah, so if I did meet with y'all, it would just mostly be tea because I don't feel like have those emotions, but I think my grandparents. So yeah, but anyway, so back then I used to drink coffee and stuff like that. So I'm drinking the coffee. You know, I'm in there because I only had back then when I was in high school the coffee. I understand. So yeah, so back then the coffee was like 25 cents, 25 or 75 cents back then. So I only had 75 cents. stuff like that. 75, 25 cents coffee. So after that, that's when so my friend went in the back, right? They went in the back of the freezer, right? I'm not paying it no mind. Okay, I'm not paying it no mind. Okay, the guy, um, giving out the money and said, man, 25 cents, shoot, those prices was not the same no more. I know it's not the same no more. I know that. Back then it was like 25, 75 cents. Like now, those coffees not the same no more. But back then, yeah, it was like 25, 75 cents back then. But now it's not the same. It really ain't. So after that, that's when I was like, okay. So my friend that's tiny, right? She put the juice in my bag without me knowing. So she walked in the bag and after she told me something, but she's putting the juice in my bag. I'm not recognizing the juices in my bag, right? I'm not recognizing, right? So I leave. I give him the money and stuff like that. Came out be the man taking a whole bunch of orders, ain't paying attention to nobody in there. He just taking, having people, they paying him the money. He's just doing the cash for the store. So I gave him the 25 cents, stuff like that. I walk out. Oh nah, she fooled you, fooled you for that one. So this, like, mind you, I don't pay for my coffee and stuff like that, right? I come out the darn store, right? I'm about to. So it was like a couple blocks down away from the bus stop. The bus coming back then I just checked the bus to see what the time the bus was coming. The bus was coming like 5, 10, like it's like 5 minutes or 3 stops away. So I see the bus, right? My tiny like, wait, I gotta snatch your bag. I said, what you got in my bag? So I opened my bag. When I tell you it was like 5 different juices in my bag, I gave it to her. I said, what all these juices in my bag? Oh, I put them in there to act like I was chatting with you, but actually, I'm like, what the heck? I was done with her. I wanted to slap her. I was like, girl. She took the whole store. She took 5 different juices and put them in my bag. And then she gave it to her friends and was like, look. And then she gonna tell her friends, like, I told you Movai was gonna, she was like, I told you Grace was gonna take these juices out. I said, don't put me in here, because I didn't know the juices was in here. She over here lying to them, thinking I took the juices out. I was like, girl, don't be lying to them. I said, don't be lying to them. I did not take these juices out, and I did not know. Don't be lying to them. And I told them, I said, I did not take the juices out. She was talking to me, and I left her. I didn't know these juices was in my bag. Don't be lying to them. You said don't put me in it. You said, oh yeah, don't put me in it. Like, how you gonna put me in it? Like, I didn't know juices in my bag. Don't put me in this. Yo, I was on. Like I said, I wanted to slap her because I was like, good. You could have just warned me. Because I was literally buying some coffee. I wasn't even thinking about no juices. Yo, ever since that day, I was like, you know what? I can't trust you. So every time I get coffee, I have to look in my bag. When I text my kid, he said, what you doing? I gotta make sure you got nothing in here. To make sure you ain't set me up this time. But yes, this good cat did that spice stuff. I see, I can't. After I done told you I wasn't doing that type of action, you still put it in anyway. He said, well, your bag big enough. I don't care. It was small. I want to participate into this. Child, that was it. Also, I was done back then. And then this was in high school. I was so mad. I said, you should be lucky. They did not lock us up. Not you got trust issues from her putting her in your bag. But that makes sense. I wouldn't trust people. I wouldn't trust people around my bag neither. I'm like, yeah, like, I had trust issues because I couldn't trust her no more. Because I told her I wasn't stealing out no juice, and she still put it in the bag anyway. So, yeah, I had to keep checking, make sure that nothing. Because, like, good. But, yeah, I had trust issues after that.
After that, I was like, nope. After that, I kept she hard headed, but yeah, she was hard headed. She was. Back then, she was very hard headed. She was. I was telling her no, she still did the opposite. So yeah, she was very hard headed. I said, you should be happy they didn't call the cops on us. What the fuck? What the hell gonna tell my family? They wouldn't have believed me. They would think I was bullcrapping. So yeah, that's the reason why how that played out. But yeah, after that, I was like, yeah, I can't trust you no more. I'm leave you alone. So that's what I did. I left her alone. Hey, 5 people. Hey, 3 people. That's in here. I would have been like, put up the camera. I would say, put up the cameras. Exactly, put up the cameras. But the man that was at the cash register, he was taking a lot of orders, so he wasn't paying attention of everybody. So it's like like the camera was up, but he wasn't paying attention to the camera. So it's like, yeah. But yeah, I got after that, I got on a bus. I done gave them the juices. I got on a bus. Then I went to my grandma's house. I was just so done. My grandma was like, "What happened?" I said, "Grandma, you don't want to know." I said, I just told my friend got on my nerves. I said, my friend got on my nerves. He said, oh, that's usual. I'm like, yeah, my friend got it. I didn't want to tell her because she probably thought I was a criminal. It was like, why you throw them juice? I was like, I didn't know you put them in my bag. So yeah, because I wasn't trying to have my grandma be up upset. So I was like, she got on my nerves. So yeah, I didn't tell my grandma. I didn't tell nobody that story. So I got like a little bit older, like in my 20s, and I started telling them what happened. But yeah, this side story, what I was based on my when the thing came up was my side dude. Okay, so this is another thing why I said this go back to of high school. My side dude. When I work, I said this is back when I was skinny, and after that, that's when before I start this conversation, she did call me because she had my grandma number. She did call me and apologize and said she was sorry for putting the juice in my bag and stuff like that. But she did say if she didn't do it, that her friends wasn't gonna talk to her no more. I was like, well, you shouldn't let them talk to you no more. That would be the best excuse. You should be like, well, you don't gotta be my friend. You don't want to, but she was hanging out with the popular crew. But yeah, but she did call and apologize. Well, at least she apologized. Yeah, she did. She actually did apologize. So I was like, I appreciate it. But just don't let this happen no more. Don't let this happen this no more. But I'm about to do the side story right here. My side man. So yeah, let's say let's go back in high school. So it was like I said, I was skinny. I was hanging out with the nudes and stuff. But never again. Yes, never again. That happened again. Because I don't know how to explain this no more. But yeah. So like I said, I was skinny. I was hanging out with the nerds and stuff like that. But this guy, we're gonna give him a name. We're gonna call him Short, because he is short. But me and him is the same height. Me and him the same height, but I'm gonna call him Short. So Short, it was Short and another guy. We gonna call the other guy CJ. Okay, we gonna call him CJ. We gonna call him Short and CJ. So he was always hanging out with Short. He was always hanging out with CJ. So I would see him hanging out with CJ and stuff like that. Then CJ started dating a girl that I did not like. That's a whole different story. And it was I think it was closer to spring or summer around this between spring and summer around it. And after that, CJ died. CJ died from went to a party, and I think it was a party. Yeah, it was a party they went to, and he had his cup, and he drank it. The next day, he didn't. Oh no, and he didn't wake up. So his mom and dad and his girlfriend was trying to get him up. He did not wake up. So they actually poisoned him and stuff like that. Everybody went to the funeral and stuff. And then they had a big thing in my school and stuff like that. With CJ and stuff like that. So he actually passed away because they actually gave him something when he went to the party. He didn't wake up. That's wild. It is. So that's what happened with CJ, and Short took it really bad. He took it really bad, which he did. He was skinny too, which he's still skinny, but he just got more thicker now. But he's skinny and still got more thicker. But back then he was skinny. Like we were both skinny, and but yeah, he died and stuff. But then after that, some years came around and stuff like that. Um, CJ was always looking at me, like watching me with my minority friends and stuff. Even when he would eat, Short. My bad. Short was always watching me. Even when he was with CJ before he passed away. Even when he was with CJ and stuff like that. He was always watching me and stuff like that. And I was looking. I would actually look at Short, but why he's always watching me? Like I could never figure out why he was always watching me. So and stuff like that. So, when he passed away, Short was plotting on getting you. Let me tell you the story. But he was always watching me. Short was watching me. So, after that, right? So some years went around, and I didn't actually graduate from high school because I couldn't pass my regent. So I only made it to the 11th grade and stuff like that. So I literally stayed for the whole 12th grade, like literally stayed, but I couldn't pass my regents. But I was still in 11th grade. I could, but I did. I actually did pass some of the regents, just not all. So I didn't get my high school diploma when I was in high school. But I actually got it some years around, some more years. So I would say this is when back in 2019, right? This I actually graduated in 2014. So that was high school. I'm a fast forward all the way to 2019. That's how many years it's been. So that's good. I'm glad you were able to get that, because some people don't even try to go back to get they graduate. No, they don't. They don't actually go back and get it. They just be like, okay, we don't want it. But it's like, I'm that type of person who wanna get my high school diploma or get um some agrees. Like that was always my preference, because. But I'm gonna stop it right here at the story. But before my father passed away when I was 9 years old, I always told my father I wanted to get my high school diploma and I always want to go to college. Those are two things I told my father that I wanted to achieve. That I always wanted to have a high school diploma and to go to college to get that degree. Okay, I did promise my father that. That's the reason why I kept it. This is why how long I done been out of high school, but I actually did went back though. I did went back. Okay, I'm about to tell the story right now. How I went back to my high school diploma and my side man. All this gonna be all in one. I'm about to do it right now. So I said fast forward to 2019, right? So, and I would say besides that, I was dealing with somebody else, but that's a whole different story. I'm not gonna tell. I'll probably do that for like a story time when I drop on YouTube. But yeah. But the side dude Short, right, he texted me from Facebook. This is okay. So this is when I had two Facebooks. This is when I had two Facebook. I had my original name, right? I had my original name, and then the name I had was my other Facebook. It was That Good. So he texted me from That Good, cause I had two Facebooks. Okay, so he texted me from That Good, cause that was the name that I had on my Facebook, because I had two Facebooks back then. So he texted me That Good, and he texted me because it said, I didn't, because usually it didn't come up. Usually it would tell me some a person that don't add me, they send me like a request message and stuff like that. But it didn't tell me that, so I had to go to the request message. When I went there, short name came up. I'm like, who's this stuff? Because I haven't seen him in so long, so I forgot. Because it's been years since high school to now, so it's been years. So I'm looking, I'm going through the pictures. I'm like, oh, this is Shorts, the one who was hanging out with CJ before he passed away. I said, oh, okay. So he texted me and he was like, yo, what's up? I said, hey, what's up? So we was chatting, getting to know each other. He was asking for my age, I asked his age. The only thing we didn't ask for was each other's birthdays. That's the only thing we didn't ask, which I think I should have asked. But today we know each other's birthdays, okay? But back then we didn't. But yeah, we was chatting, stuff like that. And then he was like, "Can I be honest with you?" I was like, "Okay, yeah, you should be honest with me. Like, I'd rather you just be honest than me you lying to me. Like, I'd rather you be honest." So after that, he was like, he sure was like, when you was in high school being with the nerds, I had a crush on you, and I didn't know how to, tell you because you were just so smart and so with the nerdy, and I didn't want everybody to know I had a crush on you and stuff. He was like, it was many times when I told CJ about me had a crush because he always saw me looking at you and stuff. And he said, yo, go talk to her. If you like her, go talk to her. He was like, no, because she with the nerdy people. I want to be with the popular crew. And I was like, they always say they have a crush on you in high school, after high school. Yes, they do. And it's like, why you there? So this was the plot twist, okay? Which you said like he you said it like he was plotting to get with me. He was plotting to get to me, but this is how he did it. He was like, listen, after high school I had a crush on you, but I didn't know how to tell you and stuff like that. Case might be, and I want to see, and then he's like and then see, I knew he was plotting. Yes, he was definitely plotting with me. He was definitely plotting with me. He was definitely was plotting. And I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, that's nice. Like, it's like I didn't know how to respond to that. I did not know how to respond to that. I really did not know how to respond to that at all. So I was like, okay. So after that, that's when so he was telling me, he was like, listen, okay, this is when I was working at Macy's, okay? This is when I was working at Macy's. And after he was like, so he basically told me, he was like, yo, come over. I had my own apartment. Come over. And I was like, so I said, where you live? So he sent me the place. It was New Havens. Okay, New Havens. Okay. Oh, Macy's is nice. Yeah, Macy's is nice. I was working at Macy's. So when we were texting each other, I was home because I was off. So when he sent me the New Havens, I said, "Oh, you far, you far." Like, like when I saw the how to get there on Google Maps, I said, "Oh, you definitely far." So I was like, "Well, I gotta see you when I'm off." So, and Macy's is where you can actually pick your own schedule and stuff. They don't pick it for you. You can actually pick your own schedule and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah. That's you fall. Yes, I was like, you fall. Yes, I did do that. Like, oh, you fall. So he was like, so that's what he asked me. He was like, you mind coming by yourself? I was like, hey, like I'm just like this on the phone, like, travel that far. So I said, no. Back my mom was like, you know what? I gotta travel sometime. Let me just give this a try. So it's like I've never been this far out. So I was like, you know what? We going there. So I was like, sure. So he was like, okay. So he was like, I'm cracking. So I was like, oh my god. So mind you, I'm still skinny. Okay, this is not when I was thick. I was still skinny when he met me. Okay, and this is technically his fault. Why I got so thick to put it on the spot. So after that, that's when he was like, all right. So he was like, when the next time you off? I was like on a weekend day, cause I was working through Monday through Friday. So after that, it was like uh Friday through Saturday. So he was like, I know it's gonna be your first time meeting me, and I paid for everything, cause we had to take the train there. Okay, and that it was actually 3 trains I had to take to get him, but But then this is when I spent it at my other guy friend house. Okay, I spent it at my other guy friend house because I didn't want to do it from my house. So I was like, I'm gonna spend it at my other guy friend house and go over there. So after that, or did I? No, actually, I'm lying. I actually texted my mother and told her I spent like 3 trains. Yes, I'm gonna tell you why with the 3 trains. I'm about to get into the 3 trains. Yes, but three trains. I'm gonna get to that. So that's a lot. It is. It was. But I'm gonna tell you how it was. It was 3 trains. And my other guy friend, it was only two. It was only 2 trains. But with him, my mother house was 3 trains. My other guy friend house, it was 2 trains. So I texted my mother because Friday I told him I got out at 3 o'clock or 2:30. It was one of them. But I told him, I said we could meet up by like 5 or 6. He said, "I like that works for me." So I was like, okay. So I went home to mother. I was spending at my other guy's house. I never up the block. So I went to pass my clothes and stuff like that. Even though I was leaving the next day, which was that Saturday. So I passed my clothes, stuff like that. I told my guy where I was going, cause anywhere I go, I always tell my friends where I'm going to let them know I'm safe and stuff like that. Or sometimes I would send, like, since I have an iPhone, I would send them my location and let them know where I was going. That's just always been me, and I still do it to this day. So yeah. So after that, that's when I was like, okay. So I let him know where I was going, stuff like that. So I left. I took a shower. That's smart. You should always check in. Some people knows where you going. I'm like, yeah, that is smart. But always, I don't get me wrong. Back then, when I was a teenager, I never used to tell people where I was going. I would just get up and go. I wouldn't tell nobody where I was going. Now, since I'm getting older, I tell people where I'm going. But when I was a teenager, I never used to tell people. I would just get up and go. When I tell nobody where I was going, don't get me wrong, I was hard headed a little bit when I was a teenager, but this is back then. But anyway, so after that, that's when I was like, okay. So I told my guy I was leaving from my mother's house, but I am gonna the next day I'm gonna spend at your house, which was Saturday. He said okay. So after that, I left out the house, stuff like that. Now this is where the 3 trains come because I was leaving from my mother's house. So I had to take the A all the way to 14th Street and get on the 4 or the 5. Okay, the A, that's 1 train. Okay, the second train was I could take either or was the 4 or the 5. So the 5 will come. I would take it to 42nd Street. That's the second train. The second train that's when I met him at and had to go upstairs. Right, went upstairs, and then the third train where we had to get a ticket. That's why I said 3 trains. So he went to pay for the ticket, stuff like that. He wanted me to come over there so he could show me how to do it, but I didn't want to because I don't like to look at guys' information, like their credit cards. Like I don't like to look at stuff like that because that's just always me. Like I don't like to do that. They personal stuff. The way I will be getting lost, I'll be getting lost. So yes, I had to travel by myself. And don't y'all, I'm about to get to where I was nervous. I was really freaking because this is the first time we ever met and ever chat with each other. Because when I said in high school, we never chat with each other. So I was freaking nervous. My heart, my soul, everything was boiling up. So after that, I see him, we chatting and stuff like that. We not chatting as much as we do now. But back then, we was more like a less chat than we are now. So back then we chatted. So he said, "How you been?" I said, "I've been good." So that mind you, when I got my bag and my clothes, I'm like this. Like I really had my bag and my hands are sweaty. Like I'm like this. Like I'm trying not to do so much with my head. My hands are all sweaty and stuff like that. I'm like no. I'm like, oh, back of my mind is like, I'm freaking nervous. I don't know what to say to you. Like, I don't know what to say. So I'm just like nervous. Like, what should I do? Like, I'm back of my mind. I'm screaming like, what should I do? But when he see me, I'm like, everything's fine. I can normal. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm not that. You was nervous. I would have been too. Cause I can do something. I'm nervous. Don't know what to say. I say it. I don't know. So it's so many things that's going in my head. So so like, I'm playing it off. So he went in the booth to pay for the 2 tickets for me and him because he did tell me he was gonna pay for it. And then he said next time you're gonna have to do it. But he wanted me to go next to him so he could show me how to do it and stuff like that. Which I didn't go next to him because I said I don't like to let people information. So I don't like to, be aside them and stuff like that. I'm just not that type of person. So he paid for it, stuff like that. We got on the railroad. We got on the railroad. It's cool that he paid for your ticket though. But yeah, it was cool because he did tell me he was gonna pay for my ticket and stuff like that. So what he did, he was a gentleman. He was a gentleman. He paid for my ticket. So after that, we got on. This is the third train. Okay, this is the long railroad. Okay, the Long Island Railroad. Okay, this is the railroad. This was the third train we got on. Okay, that's why I said 3 trains. By my mother's house was 3 trains. My friend's house it would have been 2 trains because I was by the 4 and I just had to take the train, which was the railroad. But yeah, I had to take 3 trains. So we got on the railroad, right? Cause the train, right? We got on the train. We was closer to the bath, cause they told us we could see, we could actually see anywhere. So we sat anywhere. We was close to the bathroom. I said, no, we gonna buy the bathroom. She said, why? Cause I might have to get up to use the bathroom, and I don't want to walk too far. Okay, I don't want to have to walk too far to the bathroom. So he said, okay, I understand. I was like, yeah. So we chatted and stuff like that. Get to know. So he asked me a question. So I'm looking at the window like, are we here yet? Laugh at saying I'm about to be closer to the bathroom. Yes, like I better be close to the bathroom. Definitely I don't gotta keep walking too far going to the bathroom. So I better be by the bathroom. Like that's the farthest I'm going. So after that, I'm looking at the window like, oh, we there? Because I'm getting nervous, but I don't want to show I'm nervous. Like when I mean my hands are sweaty, I'm just like I don't know what to do with my hands. Like I said maybe on my phone. Like my mind's over the place. Okay, so I'm just like this. So mind you, the seat's behind me, right? And I'm just like, so I'm looking out the window. I'm basically out the window. He's next to me, like right here, shorts next to me. So he was like, I got a question. I'm like, what's the question? Cause I was playing the game, cause my mind was all going all over the place. So I said, what's your question? So he was like, she asked me a question. She was like, so have you ever been like I like the live, y'all. I like the lives. I'm like, yeah. So he asked me a question. I said, what's the question? He was like, have a guy ever ate the cat, which is with their tongue? I'm like, nope, I never had that experience. I don't think I might enjoy that. I don't know how that's gonna play out. Like I'm trying to think like no, I never had no guy who ate me out before. Like I never had that experience. So basically that's the question he asked me. I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. So back in my mind, I'm like, okay, so basically you telling me you a eater. Back my mind was like, girl, run. Like, girl, what? Don, he's just straightforward to it. Yes, he was just straightforward with everything. I was like, huh? Like, it's like I never had a guy who was straightforward. Usually they would go around the situation, so like that. But no, he was straightforward with the question. We were straightforward. Okay, and this is when we was like friends with benefits. No, actually, we wasn't friends with benefits. We was like mess around buddies. Mess around buddies. That's what we was all mess around buddies. So, but now, yeah. So, but back then we was just like mess around buddies. You said I thought we was hanging out, not eating out. That's how I could eat. Like, I was like, huh? Like, wait, what? Like, I'm thinking we was hanging out, getting some food. No, we get to the action. I'm like, wait, hold up here. And I think I had braids in my hair or I had a weave. I had something in my hair, but I was like so scared. I was just like, oh my god. Like, I'm like, oh no. That's what they were. Oh no. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. So back mom was like, I don't know how I feel. I'm like, no. So back mom, he see me, I'm playing the door, but back my mom was like, I don't think this is gonna be right for me here. Like a guy, the tongue, yeah, I don't think this is for me. So this is what I'm playing. I'm like, okay. So we just chatting, you know. So we get to the stop. Okay, we got to New Havens. We got there. Got off the train. We actually I did skip a part. So it was a man who asked for the tickets. He gave them the tickets and stuff like that. Then after that, we just had to wait to when we got to our destination train. So after we got the train, we got off. We got to walk up the stairs. Went to the other side and to the place that we went to. It looked like a hotel. Okay, it looked like the hotel because it looked like when you first see it, it looks like an apartment. But when you go inside, it's like a hotel. It does look like a freaking hotel. It does. So I'm like, okay. Then after that, we going. He had the door where it just like it don't have the key, but it has the thing where you just tap it and it opens up and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all have keys like that where it's not like a key where you put the key in. So it wasn't like that. It was just like it's more like a tap machine where you just tap the thing and then the door opened up. It was basically like that. Oh yeah, the key card. Yeah, it was that the key card. So it was that. So he had that, and then after that, that's when we went inside. So it was basically like a shortcut. We went inside. It was one that was a shortcut. And then there was one you had to take the stairs all the way up to the elevators, and I think he was on the fourth or the fifth floor. We went up there, and got outside room. His room was no. His hallway was all the way to the last door. Then he opened the door, and then I had to take my shoes off because she don't allow like outside sneakers inside his house. So I had to take my shoes off. So I took my shoes off, and then after that we went inside. So I was like, "You gotta show me around. I don't know where to go." Okay, so he locked the door. When you first come in, it's like the living room is right there, the kitchen. So he showed me the kitchen was like on the side. Then the bath. When you go around, there's a bathroom, and then the room is right here. So I was like, okay, it's nice. It's like a nice area. So I went inside the room, stuff like that. When you go in the room, it's like a mirror right here. It's like a mirror, like a whole. It's like a whole glass mirror right here. And then he had like a refrigerator right here. Then the bed is like right here. Right here, the bed is right here, and then the TV is on the side right here. It's like basically on the side, so like it's basically the bed's right here, and then the TV's on the other side. So that's how it was. So after that, right, I used the bathroom. So I used the bathroom. So after I put my pajamas on, so I'm taking off my clothes, and actually I went to the bathroom to change my clothes because I wasn't comfortable with him seeing me naked. So I was like, I'm going to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, took off my clothes, put my pajamas on, stuff like that, you know. Because after that, like, so he was like, go ahead, sit in the bed. Because I didn't want to sit in the bed. Like, even though I have my pajamas, I just want to sit in the bed. I was like, you got a chair? He said, girl, you better sit. I was like, good. I was basically telling him, sure. I was like, you got a chair? He said, girl, if you don't sit on my bed. I was like, but I didn't want to sit on the bed. So after that, he gave me the remote control. He's like, here, find something for us to watch. So I was like, okay. So he went, right? I don't know what he was doing. But only thing I know, it was smelling good. Right? Like, it's right. I like how you got a chair for me. Like, I like how you got a chair for me. I'm like, yeah, like, for me, I don't like to sit on people's beds and stuff like that. Like, I don't. Like, I'd rather you give me a chair to sit on. But he told me to just sit on his bed, so I sat on his bed. So I was like, because he didn't have a chair. But, yeah. But I like to, I like to ask for a chair because I don't like to sit on people's beds. That's just me. I don't like to sit on people's beds, especially if I came from like outside. I'd rather ask for a chair than for me to sit on your bed. On lunch, you give me permission to sit. It's like it still makes me sit on your bed. So that's just me. So after that, I'm like, I agree with that exactly. Like, I'll ask for permission. Can I have a chair? Because I like to be respecting people's houses, just not like to sit on anything. So after that, so I'm like, okay. So after that, I found a scary movie. I think it was Texas Chainsaw or Friday 13 I put on. It was one of them scary movies I put on. And but when I put on the movie, something was smelling good. Like something was smelling good because it hit me in my nose. So I was like, "What's smelling good? What is he doing in the kitchen?" So after that, right, he went and stuff like that. Like I put on the movie, right. He was rolling up some trees. Y'all know what I mean by trees, marijuana. He was doing that. Okay, he still do it to this day. But yeah, back then, yeah. So after that case might be, he was doing that, stuff like that. So after that, he's rolling up. That he tapped me. He said, "You want some?" I said, "No, I'm not a smoker." I really was not a smoker. Okay, I really wasn't. Okay, when he met me, I was not a smoker. Okay, I I kind of days when I want to smoke, and some days I didn't. But when he met me, I wasn't a smoker, which I wasn't. But now I am a smoker. But back then, I was a smoker back then. I wasn't. So after that, that's when I was alright. So after that, that's when, cause like I don't like with me. Think about me, I smoke with everybody, cause I don't know what you put in, and especially if I didn't see you do it in front of me, I'm not gonna smoke. That's just me. I like to watch, but I didn't see him roll the crap. Okay, like I just like the only part I saw him with was him licking the paper. That's why I was like, no, I'm good. Cause if I didn't see it, I don't know what's in there. I'm not taking it. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you got to be careful with you do it with. I'm like, yeah. So I was like, I didn't actually see him putting the stuff in there. So I was like, no, I'm not doing it. But don't get me wrong, I was smoking, but I gotta see you do it in front of me. Like, I'm not gonna just take it. I don't know what's in there. Like, I'm very careful with that. So, which that's me. So after that, I'm like, all right, so like I said, so he's doing that. So he's like, all right, can I be? So he turned on the AC. He turned on the AC. So he said, he going to get the food. So I'm like, what are he making? Right? What are he making? So he came back. He said, did you find a movie? I said, yeah. So he looked at it. He was like, oh, okay. So I'm like, he gave me a look like, okay. He said, oh, scary movie. He was plotting on you with food. He was. He was. Okay, he was plotting with me with some food. He was plotting. He's like he was plotting. This is why I said he made me this steak. It was his fault. Cause he was definitely plotting with me with some food. Okay, so this is why I said this was his fault. Cause I was skinny. Okay, he just made me thick. Blame him for this. So after that, he came back, right? So he was like, "You hungry?" I said, "I'm a little bit hungry." Like I was like, not like hugely hungry, but a little bit. I said, "Just need to just give me a little bit of food for just a little bit of food, not too much, right?" I said, "I'm just a little bit hungry, right?" Basically, I'm fully hungry. I'm a little bit. You were like a little bit hungry. You put a little bit on somebody's plate because you're not that hungry, right? Just a little taste of food. So it was he comes back with a whole plate of food. I mean, this is not a little bit. This is not a little bit food. You say you was a little bit hungry. That meant a little bit, not a whole plate. I was like, oh my god. You don't know what a little bit is. You don't know when I'm not too much hungry. That means a little bit. I was like, oh my goodness. I said, I'm gonna have to teach you how to do certain things with me. I said, oh my goodness. So after that, I'm like, you said this too much. You said this. There's like a little bit, like not a whole big plate. What the? It's alright. So I'm like, oh goodness. So I'm like, okay. So like I said, he came back with a whole plate. I want y'all to guess what was on that plate. I'm gonna let y'all guess. Guess what's on that plate. I'm gonna give y'all 2 tries before I even tell y'all what was on this plate. It was smelling good now. But I'm gonna let y'all guess before I tell y'all what was on the plate. Guess what was on the plate that he made? Mac and cheese and fried chicken? No. No. Another try. I'm giving you one more try. It wasn't even that. I was like, what the? It wasn't even that. It was smelling good, but it wasn't that. You probably would think it'd be that, but it wasn't even that. Was it some seafood? No, it was not no seafood. It was okay. It wasn't none of those things. The thing that was on my plate, it was rice. It was some yellow rice and some chopped up sausages and some rice. That was on my plate. I'm like, yo, what is this? That said, it was not no soul food. It was just chopped up sausages with some yellow rice. I said, man, you could not be serious. I mean, sausage be good, but sometimes I'm like, yes, but it was just I was done because the way how the food was smelling, you would think it was some seafood or like you said, some mac and chicken, some mac and cheese. No, it was some yellow rice and some chopped up sausages. I was like, man, okay, this is not what I was smelling all this time. Okay, but I literally told, I said, you know what, you tried. I did give you that, but I could just tell you not a person that's been in the kitchen too long, so I'm gonna give you half credit. He said it just go with me. I mean, you made it for you good. Exactly. I told him, I said, I can tell you not been in the kitchen too long, but I'm gonna give you part credit, okay? I'm gonna give you some part credit, cause what is this? I'm gonna give you some part credit for this, cause this is not food. I'm so sorry. So after that, he tried. Yes, I said he tried. So I said I'm gonna give you some half effort, cause you tried, you tried. So after I'm like, all right. So I ate it. I didn't eat the whole thing because like I told him I was a little bit hungry. I only ate half. Right. Like I said, his behind did not know what half is. Okay. To this day, he still don't know what half is. Okay. So I got used to tell him I'm not hungry half the time, and half the time I do be hungry. So he don't know what half is. So after that, I'm like, all right. So we ate that. So he ate his food, I ate mine. So that we watched the movie, having a good conversation. And then he tells me, he's like, I think I found my true good. I said, what you mean you found your true good? He was like, well, with other females, they never put on like gay movies. They always put like romantic or comedy, any type of movies. But he said the girl he was looking for was a girl who does gay movies and a girl wouldn't mind, traveling by herself and hang out, have good conversations, and just see where things go. Like he said, he never met no girl like that. He said any girl he met who would tell him where to know where he was at, they would never go see him because they would tell me he was too far. They wasn't coming out there. So and so he looked at me and was like, "Yo, you are very different because you came all this way to see me." Try my food, and I think I found my perfect match because you like scary movies. I've been trying to find girls who actually like the same thing I like, which is horror movies, and I couldn't find that other female. So I was like, hopefully I can find her. So he said, I think I found my match. So I could go see the girl too, cause he's the only far as fuck as I could be. So he was telling me that he found his perfect match. I mean, traveling, meeting up with him, and everything else and stuff like that. So after that, cause I felt right. When I come back, he got the freaking lights out. The freaking lights out. So it's like when I mean the light, I mean it's dark, but the TV's still on, so you can see and stuff like that. So I kept my socks on because my feet wasn't done. Okay, my feet was not done. It was looking horrible. So he was like, so he looked at me. He's like, why you take off your socks? I said, my feet not done. Okay, and I don't like to show my feet is when it's not done. Okay, that's the only thing I would care about is my feet. Cause if it's not done, I'm not showing my feet. It's not. But if it's done, I would show it. But if it's not, I'm not showing that crap. You don't need to see it. So I was like, Not you keeping your socks on because your feet wasn't done. I mean, it was dark though. Yes, like I was not about to take off my socks. I was not about to take off my socks. I'm so sorry. I'm not taking off my socks. Even though it was dark, I was not taking off my socks. So I was like, nope, not happening. I kept my socks on. So I guess I was skinny, but I had on the Mickey Mouse shirt on and the pants. That was the clothes I had on. If I could find that picture, I put it up. If I do the pictures when I was skinny, if I could find that picture. But it was a picture when I was skinny. I had a Mickey Mouse shirt on, and I had some Mickey Mouse pants on. But I think I threw it away because I couldn't fit it because I had to throw it away. I was getting more thicker. I couldn't fit it. So after that, that's when I was like, all right. So yeah, after that, that's when so we was chatting, stuff like that. So I was on my phone. That he tapped me because no, I'm lying. I was too busy watching them. I'm lying. I was too busy. Me and him was both was watching the movie and stuff like that. So we watched the movie. So he looked at me. I said, "Why you looking at me?" He looked at me and was like, "So are you gonna watch the movie or are you gonna play with me?" I was like, I don't know how that sound out right now. I was like, I don't know how that sound out right now. Like, I'm like, can I do both? I was like, can I do both? Even though you can't, you gotta pick one. He said, no, you gotta pick one or the other. I was like, damn, I was hoping I could pick both. He really said, let's get to it. Yes, let's get to it. Like, he basically said, like, are you gonna watch me or are you gonna play with me? Like let's get into it. I said, yo. So back in my mind, I am nervous. I really was. I was like, yo, I can't with this man right here. I couldn't with him no more. Inside, I would laugh. He always was making me laugh and stuff like that. Like I couldn't help it. He just brought out the character in me. So I was just laughing. So I was like, okay, let me stop laughing. So I was like, all right. So but mind you, okay, I'm gonna pause it right here because back to the conversation. When I was at my mother's house. He did ask me, do do he got a shave or do I like hair? And I said, nope, I like it bald. So fast forward, okay. Fast forward to that part, okay. That was the part I skipped out. So it was bald, okay, because he did before. Like I said, that was one of the questions he asked me. Was it, did I like hair or do we want to do? I want to be bald. I said no, you gotta be bald because I don't like hair. So it was bald and stuff like that. I gave him a head and stuff like that. Not not he asking your persuasion before hands. Exactly. He did ask. So which he did. So after that, that's when I gave him head and we started doing it. Gave him head, stuff like that. And then before I even ride him, he said, before I even robbed him, he said, we're going to do 69. I said, what's 69? What's that? I never heard of that. So he looked at me. He said, you never heard 69? I said, no. What is that? He said, I'm about to show you. I was like, uh. I gave him one of these, oh, God. Like, bro, exactly. Like, wait, what is 69? Wait, what is that? So after that, well, 69 is what he lays down, right? He's showing you a lot of things for the three train trip. Exactly, he was showing a lot of things for these three train trips. He was showing a lot of things for these three train trips. He showed me a lot of things. So I'm like, okay. So he laying down, like flat laying down. Okay, mind you, this is the bed right here, like the bed. I'm like, yeah, the bed. He's like right here. He's right here, right here on the bed, right. So for me, I had to get on top of him. But when I gotta get on top of him, I gotta face his private part, and he faced my kuka. Okay, he faced my kuka. That was 69. Okay. I'm like, what is this? Wait, are you sure you want to share this on YouTube? So that was 69 right there. So yeah, that was basically what it was. That's basically what it was. But that was the only part. But yeah. But if y'all don't know, y'all can go on YouTube and figure it out. But that was basically what it was. It was that. So I'm only sharing that part. The rest of the details, y'all gonna have to go on Google for that. But that's on the rest of the details. So Google it. Google it. That's exactly Google it. That's the only part I'm gonna tell. If y'all don't know what that is, go on Google. It explains a whole lot. So basically that. So we did that, stuff like that, you know. I kept doing one of these like because I kept doing this because he was hitting the spot. So I kept shaking like I couldn't focus of doing what I needed to do. I can't do it. I couldn't. I couldn't. I said. So every time I tried, I couldn't because he just kept like I'm like, oh my goodness. Like I didn't like. I was holding on to his legs, but the focus was gone. Exactly. The focus was gone. Like I couldn't even focus. Like I just kept holding this. Like I couldn't even focus. Like, I just kept like doing one of these. Like I couldn't even focus. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah. Before you even did that, I was nervous. Okay, I ain't gonna hold you. I was nervous. I did not know what that was, but now I do. But back then, I did not know what it was. I wasn't. So after we doing like I said, I keep doing one of these, and I finally came. Okay, I finally came. Okay, after he finished, I was going, I was screaming, I was saying the D word. Y'all don't know the D word. It was daddy. So I was doing that. Then after that, that's when after we got finished with that, right? So after we got finished stuff like that, that's when he turned me over. We was doing the backside. Y'all know y'all better all this y'all better go on Google for. But if y'all didn't, I did explain that part. So the back side, then we did the front side. Then of course I did the front side. Then he did the other side, front side for me. So then that's when all that came to put it here. Okay, putting it here, and a whole bunch of reactions. A whole bunch of reactions. Okay, but some stuff came from the putting here stuff. A whole bunch of things. So, but yeah. But before he pulled my hair, okay, before he pulled my hair, he did ask me, "Oh nah, no hair putting. These are good boys." But yeah, he would put. But before, if I said before he pulled my, he did ask me, like, have a guy ever pulled my hair while we was doing the nasty, and I was like, no. So he was like, "Girl, today's your lucky day." So while we was doing the nasty, he pulled my hair. It was feeling good. So yes, he was pulling my hair. So after that, that's when I was like, okay. After we done got finished and stuff like that, when I tell you after we got finished, stuff like that, we got finished. I went to the bathroom. I used it, wiped myself and stuff like that, you know. Came back, right? He went to the bathroom. When I tell you the movie went off, the movie went off. We wasn't even watching the freaking movie. We wasn't even watching it. I had to find a different movie I was watching. So when we came back, I put on the movie. The movie is always going off. Exactly, the movie's always going off. The movie was gonna go up. Exactly, the movie was gonna go up. So we wasn't even watching it. So I put on a different movie for us to watch. So, you know, after that, you know. So while I'm watching it and stuff like that, right? You know, just watching it, you know. So I'm tapping him to ask him a question for in the morning to see what time I had to leave. When I tell you this dude was knocked out, Shorts was knocked out. Knocked out. I'm looking over, he's going, snoring and all. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I'm trying to ask you a question. You knocked out. I mean, he was knocked out where he didn't respond to nothing. Nothing. I said, no, I'm gonna watch this movie. He was going. Yes, he was going. Going. Ain't responding to nothing. I was like, oh my god. So after that, not you watching the movie, I want to ask a question. So after that, I would say at the middle, I started falling asleep. Like I was getting tired, so I did start falling asleep. I went to sleep and stuff, which I did. I went to sleep. I would have got me a plate of rice and some. I didn't want that. I did not want that rice and those sausages. I didn't even want that. Okay, like I said, he tried, but I wasn't hungry. I wasn't hungry. I didn't want that. So after that, that's what. After that, I went to sleep. Right. This is the morning time. Right. I went to sleep. Right. I'm asleep. Right. Sleep. So I got up because I had to use the bathroom. I got up to use the bathroom. Came back. Went back to sleep. He got up to use the bathroom. Came back. Right. I'm asleep. He didn't even bother waking me up. He didn't bother waking me up. Did he? No. He he actually did 3 taps to wake me up, but I was going. I was tired. So this is his way of waking me up. He put his pie paw inside my cat to wake me up. I was like, why you didn't tap me? I did. I didn't feel you tapping me. Like he did that to wake me up. Well, yes, like really, like just put it in there. I was like, okay, putting it inside the cat. Then knowing what time he was on. Shoot, I know what time he was on exactly. He was on a crazy timing. So I was like, okay. So we doing it in the morning and stuff like that. After that, right? After we got finished, stuff like that. After we done got finished, stuff like that, I went to the bathroom. He went to the bathroom. I said, okay, I gotta go home because around this time it was towards the afternoon. Okay, it was towards the afternoon. I thought I gotta get home. So he looking on there to see what time the train was coming. So he was like, oh, the train gonna be here like another hour. So get ready. So I was like, okay. So I went to take a shower, stuff like that, put my clothes on and stuff like that. You know, I watched him a few minutes. He was rolling up his stuff. He's like, ready to go? I said, yeah. So he walked me down the stairs and stuff like that. Gave me a hug and stuff like that, you know. Then he's like, go catch your train. So I catch my train. He's like, let me know when you got home. I said, all right. So he let me know. I let him know when I got home and stuff like that because it might be. And after I texted him, I got home and stuff like that. So some few years later, right, he texts me, right, because this is what I said I started doing. So I said some few years later, I was talking to somebody else. Right? I was saying I was talking to somebody else, right? So this is when we still not going to each other's phones and stuff like that. Okay, we're not going to each other's phones. But he did text me. He was like, yo, what you doing? I said, I'm going out with a guy. So he like, you not going out with this guy and stuff like that? He said, because I really do like you and stuff like that. And I want to see where it goes and stuff like that. He said, I don't want you messing with no other guy but me and stuff like that. I said, so you very jealous. He was like, yes, I am. I don't want you messing with nobody else but me. And yeah, I want to see where this is going and stuff like that. He said because he was like, even though we messing around, we never see where this go. He's like, I really do care about you. Like, I really do have a crush. I really am feeling you. So I don't want you messing with nobody else. So I said, yeah, we only mess around buddies. He said, yeah, we only gonna mess around buddies. Now we friends with benefits. We like friends with benefits. But yeah, we kept arguing. Then after he got mad because it was a picture. It was a couple of days ago. It was some years. We got mad for something. I put a picture up. I took a picture and posted, and I had like a bad feeling and stuff like that. So after that, some days after, he seen the picture and cussed me out. We was arguing. You want to argue about this crazy picture and stuff like that. So me and him been through a lot. Okay, been through a lot. But yeah, that's what I said my side dude because he ain't ready for that shit. That's what I said my side dude because yeah, he don't know what he want. He don't know if he want to be with me or not be with me. That's what I said my side dude. Until he figure it out. But I know what I want. I know I want to be with him, but he don't know. He's still undecided of being in a relationship because all the relationship he been through with the females. So it's like, yeah. So I was like, so I basically told myself, I'm gonna make you my side dude until you figure out what you want. But if this is not what you want, then let me know now. I can just move on because I don't got time for games. But yeah, that's where the side dude comes in play because he don't know what he want and so that. But I knew what I want. I knew I want to be with him because he does make me laugh and make me feel a lot different how other guys make me feel. So, and plus he do stuff like massage my neck, buy me flowers and stuff like that. He's very caring, like a very gentleman. So that's why I want to be with him. But he don't know what he want. So I ain't gonna force him. So I was like, but yeah, that's the story and stuff like that. I understand he needs to figure it out as soon as possible. Yes, he do. So that's where the side dude comes in because I was like, you need to figure that out. So I said my side dude. But yeah, I basically told him he's gonna be a side dude till he figure out what he wants. But yeah, that's basically where the story comes in and stuff like that. But back then, I had a nice time. I did have a nice time just without the drama. There was so much drama was happening. Now we done got it together. We done got it together. But back then we had some drama issues. But yeah, that's where the side dude comes in. But yeah. But that was the story of me and Short. But we still talk. We still talk and hang out with each other and stuff like that. We just don't get too much of altercation and stuff like that. He was just more of the taking things serious. I was more joking around person, but I don't take things serious. I'm still like that. I don't take things serious. It depends what it is, but he just more cautious. Yeah, when you get older, the drama isn't constantly. You get tired of it. Yeah, you get tired of the drama and the stuff like that. We did had me and him had a lot of drama in the past, but now we don't get too. It's like not too much drama. Like it be like little things and stuff like that. But he gets mad over little things. I don't. So he can be mad. And with him, he's like a Sagittarius, and I'm a Capricorn. So it's like he take things too serious than what I look at. So it's like basically yeah. But that basically what happened. That story. But yeah, that's why the reason why I call my side dude, because he basically don't know. Yeah, I don't know how much stuff it knows. I'm like, but yeah, Scorpios. I'm like, yeah. I feel this is what happened. Yeah, that was basically the story of Shorts. From years later. But I mean, that's how he trapped me. Some years later after high school. But I didn't told him. You could have just told me in high school, but I get it. It was a good story. I was locked in. I know you was. It was a good story. But yeah, everybody asked me how me and Shoka got together, and I tell people how I got. They're like, yo, that's really crazy. I'm like, it is. Cause a couple of my friends would ask me like, "Are you still with Shorts? Are you still with this person?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." But just he don't know what he wants, so it's like I'm not forcing him to know what he wants. But everybody would ask me like, "You still with?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still with that person. I'm always gonna be with that person." So it's like, it's just he don't know what he wants right now, so I'm not forcing that into him. But I say when you decide, you let me know. Then I take you out the side do box. But yeah, maybe a couple friends that would ask me if I'm still with him because we've been talking since 2019 all the way to now, and all my friends know I don't talk to guys this long. So they know I have an interest in him. So I'm like, but we know you like him because you haven't taught guys this on. Usually you would cut them off. Like, I know, but this time he's just different. He's very different. So, but yeah, my friends know I usually would just cut people off. Only thing I could say, just make sure you are waiting 10 years just to be in active relationship. I'm back. Of course, that usually all my relationships have been like 5 or 10 years to be in a relationship. So I'm just waiting patiently and stuff like that. Cause with me, I got patience. I do. Only I don't got patience is going to the grocery store. I don't got patience for that. Cause the lines be long. And I'm just gonna put myself back. I don't got patience for that. That's the only thing I don't like is going to the grocery store and those lines be long. I don't got patience for that. I'll literally put it back, but like, I'm getting up early in the morning and come to the store and get what I need to go and leave. Not the grocery store. Yeah, the grocery store. I don't got patience for that. Because the lines be long. I don't got time to be sitting on that line. And then it's only like it's only probably like going to be one or two cash registers. And then it's like, bring out more cash registers. I don't got time to be sitting with this line. Saying I go to grocery store shop early to avoid the crowd. Exactly. That's one thing I don't got patience for because the line's too crowded, child. I'm trying to be in and out. So yeah. But when it comes to relationships, I don't mind waiting for like 5 or 10 years to be in a relationship. But like I said, if it comes to a grocery store, yeah, you're not catching me waiting on that line. That's one thing you're not catching me up. I like, and like if me and my friends going out and I see that line long, I say, girl, I see you in the morning. You ain't wait on this line. Nope, the line is too long. That line is all the way around. No, thank you. I'll tell my friends, we are getting up early in the morning, come here early in the morning, get what we need to do, and leave. I'm not trying to feed my, because I'm not getting on this line for you. I would look at you like, nope, I see you some other time. I would go put my stuff back and somehow you got there. You don't have you don't have to answer if you don't want to. The thing went off. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but do you want to get married or are you okay with not getting married? Um but the marry question, I don't know. I would say that. I don't know. Because I feel like when I was younger, I always talking about I want to be married and stuff like that. Like I want to be happy with marriage and have this big wedding and stuff like that. That was always my preference. I won't lie, that was always my preference is to be married and stuff like that, you know. But now since I'm older, it's like, I don't know. Because like, to me, I seen so many people who got married and then like they would get married and I say about like 2 or 3 weeks they getting divorced and it don't last that long. So, you know, I just don't want that to happen to me. Yeah, when you get older, you become more realizing about things. Yeah, you do. So it's like when I see people that gets married, it don't like they get married for like they've been together for like 5 or 10 years. Then next minute like 2 weeks they getting divorced for some stupid reasons or something like that. So I feel like a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people just jump the marriage. Like they just jump to be married, and just say they got married. And I feel like not a lot of people know what marriage is when it comes to a relationship. Yeah, like I feel like when you be married, you have to really think and feel like, okay, is this the right one I'm married to? I hope I got the right guy because not every guy you feel like is your perfect match. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you just get married to this person and then like you feel disconnected with that person because you knew that wasn't the person you got married. Like, that person you did not feel right with. So I agree. A lot of people like the idea of being married but don't understand it. Yeah, they don't understand the word marriage. Like a lot of people just want to go and get married but they don't understand it. And but I understand what it takes to be married. Yeah, like you have to like they don't understand what it takes to be married. Like they don't understand. Like they just jump to be married and stuff like that, you know. But I have been around grandparents that been married, and a couple people that's been married and stuff like that, you know. But when but being married, you have to really understand it before you even be married. You know, it's like it's a lot of things you have to do when you were getting married, and a lot of things you have to work with. You know, um, and that's when I had to understand as going older. Like I said, with me, I didn't like reading books. I still don't like this day, but since I'm in college, I have to read to understand certain things and stuff like that. But I would tell you, I hate reading. That's like my weakest is reading. But but what I'm actually good at is math. But when my weakest is it is reading. But which I'm trying to get more better reading. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people just jump to marriage just like being engaged. Like some people be engaged, they be okay, we gotta be married, and then they go be married, and it's like, why you want to be married so quickly? No, not being married. Why you want to be engaged so quickly and stuff like that? Like, a guy will pose and stuff like that. So like it takes a lot. Good. I'm gonna make a video about that. But yes, cause a lot of good. I feel like a lot of people don't understand engagement and marriage. That's what I feel like. And I be seeing so many guys who oppose to these females at like restaurants. I'm talking about engagement. They be rushing everything. Yes, they rush and they don't take their time. And I feel like you don't have to rush. Like it's like anyway, me I kinda understand why you rush because you feel like you getting older and you know, it's like a you wanna be engaged at a certain age and stuff like that. Like I get it. I totally get it. I get it. Like I know some of my old friends who always talking about being married, like being married first, then having kids. But now my friends not even married. They not even married. They got kids, but they not married or anything. So I feel like you have to be patient, and I feel like not a lot of females have that patience in them. Like not a lot of people has that, and I feel like some people pick the wrong guys to be married with. You know, so I feel like you have to just wait and just let everything go by, and that's what I'm learning. Everything you gotta have patience. Like you really do have to have patience, and that's something I have. Like I said, I might not have it inside the grocery store because that's the only thing I don't got patience in the grocery stores. But I do have patience when it comes to relationships. Like I do, because I'm with me, I'm more understanding. Okay, like I said, I am bisexual, so I do understand guys and girls. So even if a girl wanted to oppose me or a guy want to oppose me, I would have patience either other way. Okay, I just don't want you to do something stupid where, but okay, I don't got patience for you no more because you over here doing some crazy nonsense stuff. But I feel like you really gotta have patience when you getting married because not a lot of people understand or engage. Like somewhere, when I see people being engaged, they start planning they wedding and the marriage. I'm like, girl, did you even wait to settle in being engaged? Did you even settle that in yet? And share the experience that like, oh my god, you finally engaged, and that I feel like that's something that I want. Because I always say if I'm gonna be in a relationship, I'm going to be all in, okay. But if a guy posts me, I'm gonna wait, because I want to celebrate my engagement. I want to sink that in first before I'm thinking about planning a whole wedding. Like I'm gonna give my wedding to like probably like 2 or 3 years. I give it like 2 or 3 years. I want us to start planning the wedding for like 2 or 3 years. But right now, I want to like resettle in being engaged. I don't want to rush into being engaged because that's not what it's all about. It's not rushing to be engaged. No, take your. Everybody has their time where they waiting to do certain things. You know, because being married, you gotta have a lot of money. Both of y'all gotta have a lot of money, and both of y'all gotta put half and half to it. Okay, being married, it costs a lot of money. Cause first you gotta buy the food, you gotta buy the music, you gotta buy the tables, you gotta find a place to get married to walk down the aisle. Then you gotta have them make sure they have some chairs or buy the chairs. It's so much to do to plan a wedding. It's a lot to plan the wedding. Okay, so you gotta have a lot of money saved up to do this freaking wedding. Okay, which not a lot of people have a lot of money to do a wedding. Okay, ain't nobody living off kumbalas in here. Okay, and it does take a lot for you to plan a wedding. Okay, it's not cheap. It's nothing like that. But both of y'all have to go half on things to put into that wedding, and then y'all gotta find a date. Pick out a date for both of y'all can decide, and then y'all both of y'all gotta go through these books to see which one do y'all like. It's a lot. Planning a wedding is no joke. It's a lot. That's why I said it depends. Because a wedding is a lot. It's not like $200. It's more than that. It's more than the thousands you're going to be paying for everything that you want. Yeah, you have to be patient before and during the whole relationship with the person you take into with yourself. I'm like, yeah, you have to be patient with everything that you do. You can't rush into things because you have to be patient. You gotta have that mind patient in you. It depends if you want a big wedding or not, be honest. But I think we spent like 200 for our wedding, but we didn't have anything there but our moms, and it was at our house. I'm like, yeah, that was shoot, that's good right there. But I'm mostly talking about like other people besides, like other females who want this big giant wedding and stuff like that. Like they want this whole tactile wedding, like this whole I'm talking about the expensive wedding. Girl, weddings is expensive. It is expensive. That's what I'm talking about to the ladies who want these expensive weddings, like close to 1,000. So I'm talking about the girls who want the expensive wedding that cost 1,000. Wonder why they man don't got no money. And wonder why they can't pay these bills and wonder why they bills is backed up. Okay, I seen people taking out loans for it and still paying it for like 5 years. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Those are the ones that want this expensive wedding and stuff like that's the ones I'm talking about. And wonder why they can't pay their house or anything because the stuff they don't pay. Okay, so yeah, but that they can't pay it off and stuff like that. You know, but yeah, I'm saying I want to be married. I want to be engaged, but I want to settle in. But do I want to be married? I think it kind of depends on me and my partner. Cause my side do always talk about he want to be married, and also I want to be married too. You know, but we never talk about what kind of do we want, like a cheap one or expensive. But we never really talk about it. That's why I said I really don't know. Cause we never really talk about those type of things with each other. Cause he's still undecided. But he always talking about he want to be married and be engaged, and always talking about posing the females and stuff like that. But we never really talk about it. That's why I said I really don't know where his head is at with that. But basically, yeah. But I always want to be like married and stuff. Even though I have my 2 channels and know I'm gonna make a whole lot of money and stuff like that, which yeah. But I wouldn't pay too much over a thought. Even though I have my 2 channels and stuff like that, I'll probably do something looked like it was expensive, but not really expensive with certain things. Because certain things you could actually bring to certain places and make it look like it was expensive, and it really did not cost expensive at all. It looked like it was from cheap, but it was really expensive because the way how you did the place. But always I want to do a place where I could just fix it up where it look like expensive, but it's not really expensive. You would never thought it was cheap because it don't look expensive. That's something I always want to do as a wedding. Something that I could just put together and make it like this is the wedding, this is how I want it and stuff like that. But make it look like it's not expensive, but it was just more in a cheap way. But something more creative. I always want to do with how I want to do it, but make it look like presentable. Just be looking good. That's what I can say. But yeah. But that part, the wedding, I'm not sure because like I said, we never had that conversation. But to me, I do want to be married. I do. Um, no. I just don't want to be married and it does not work out. So I don't want to feel like we don't put these two rings on and we don't got divorced. So I don't want that. I'd rather us working on any issues that we have and just see where it goes. That's just my prefer. But like I said, everybody just being of us to do things. But with some things you do have to be patient. I understand. Yeah. So for some things, I like to do things a little more. To me, I like to do things totally different how I see other people do things. So I'm just always like that. Like I can make something else look expensive more than cheap. So I can do things a little more different. Like I could buy something from Rainbows, and you would never think I bought it from Rainbows. But the way I could put outfits together to make like it was expensive, you gonna be like, "Good, how much you pay for?" I know it's expensive. No, I didn't. And I would tell you where I got it from Rainbows, and I make it look like it was expensive, but it wasn't. That's good though. You have your own mind. As like with me, I have my own mind. I can make something look like it was expensive and it wasn't expensive. I just made it look good. And that's something that I want for my when they put something together and make it look like good. It look like this outfit was expensive. No, I got it from Rainbow. But I made it look good though. Make it like it was expensive. And that's something how I do things. Like I said, if I ever got married, that's how I want it to be. Something look like it was cheap, but make it look like it was expensive. But you would never know because if I told you. But that's something I always wanted. I always wanted that. I love me some rainbows. I have stuff in my cart right there now, online. Yeah, like I got some rainbow stores I go to make it look like something to make it look good and stuff like that. But, yeah. But make it look like it was good, but it wasn't. But yeah. I actually do that in high school. I would like my aunt would buy my mother would buy me something, and I would turn it out to make it like expensive. And I'll go to school, and they'd be like, "Wait, where you get that outfit from? That outfit must have cost a fortune." I'm like, "No, I got this from such." And they be like, "How that?" I'm like, "Listen, you could buy something, turn it out to an expensive outfit. They would think it was expensive." Instead of y'all paying $1,000 for something, you can go something from the cheap store, make it look like something, and turn it out something else. But I should do that in high school. But yeah, good. It was nice talking to you. I'm about to get off and try not to, uh, not to you. I'm about to get off and not try to eat anything else tonight. And later, Jasmine, I'm about to get off myself. I was about to go to YouTube and see if Rose is on, but if she's not, I'm about to get off. Because usually I would check see if she on, but I don't think she's on today. I don't think she said she was going to be on today, but I don't know. I don't think she's on today. I'm going to definitely see. Bye. I hope you have a good night. I will. Mwah. Love you, good. Oh, nope, she's not on. But later, y'all, she's not on today. I'm about to go take a shower. She got on early. Oh, I probably was asleep then. Because I don't think I seen her live. She got on. Oh, I probably didn't see it. I probably was sick. I did take a nap. I did tell her. Well, I think earlier, I was on live earlier. And she did tell me she was getting on live earlier, but I wasn't on. But bye, y'all. I'm going to take a shower. I will see y'all. Well, I have a video dropping tomorrow, so y'all go check out that video. And I will not be on live tomorrow, but I'll probably gonna be live Wednesday. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Take care. Have a good night. Tell a friend to check my channel. Share my video. Share my channel. And share my other channel. And that'll be a good night to y'all. Later, y'all. Love y'all.